And what she understood, what none of the ones who came to touch Simon's forehead understood, was that the misery of war represented the world's only truly universal language. Its native speakers occupied different ends of the world, and the prayers they recited were not the same, and the empty superstitions to which they clung so dearly were not the same, and yet they were. War broke them the same way, made them scared and angry and vengeful the same way. In times of peace and good fortune they were nothing alike, but stripped of these things they were kin. The universal slogan of war, she'd learned, was simple. If it had been you, you'd have done no different. Hi guys, Coach Hill back again, this time with American War by Omar El Akkad. This is the story of a girl named Sarat during the Second American Civil War, which takes place at the end of the 21st century. The Civil War is happening because the government has decided to ban fossil fuels because of its effect on the globe, as evidenced by the rising sea levels. In the beginning of the book, there's a really cool map that shows you a lot of the eastern seacoast kind of flooded over, and same along the Gulf Coast. Florida doesn't even exist anymore. Hence the government trying to take action, and much like the first Civil War, some of the southern states decide to secede from the country. So during the war, Sarat and her family find themselves in a refugee camp because of everything that's happening in the country. And while she's there, she meets this stranger who essentially takes her and her life experiences and her kind of just existence in this time and turns her into a weapon of war. I think that as a reader, I think there's a couple of different ways that this book can be viewed. I think it could just be viewed as a really cool, realistic dystopian novel with some really good character building. I think it could be viewed by some as a window into some events that are happening in other parts of our world, and have happened in other parts of our world. And I think that some people might also read this as a warning to what could potentially happen here in our own country. Please come by the main library, check out American War, and decide which of those or which combination of those you think that this novel is. Make time to read.